Game two got away from you guys early, but what was kind of the message you guys were saying to each other just to stick into it?
Our whatever we were saying is just, we're here. Like, we made a statement in the first game, and that's what we came here to do, to make a statement. So, it didn't go our way the second game, but we were just trying to have fun and keep it loose out on the field and just do whatever we could. So, yeah.
Cliff?
Yeah, for Maya, the importance of being able to hit those home runs in the first game, just to put yourself in position, and then also the support from Tom, just what that meant tweeted about you, just what that's meant for you along the way and what it means today.
Yeah, I was just trying to make something happen for my team. Obviously our backs are against the wall in the first game, so just kind of trying to make something happen. And his support is obviously very influential for me. He's a huge factor in my life, so it's nice to know that, he's supporting me, and for such a, person with so many accolades, a male athlete, to support women's sports is just huge for our game. So it's really cool that he was drawing attention to the World Series in general.
Maya, what do you think, just getting that first win and kind of coming out with that big punch, what do you think that shows about the character of this team?
I think that it just kind of shows that, we were a force to be reckoned with the whole time. That, maybe we didn't get the respect that we deserved. And I think that for us to come out and throw a punch against a team like that just shows that, UCLA softball is still in the running and still deserves to be talked about. So I think that it just kind of showed who we knew we were the whole year. We knew that we would be able to do that, and whether people believed that or not, it didn't matter to us because we knew what we were capable of. So for us, that was just playing UCLA softball, and it was just, doing what we do on the daily, and we were just having fun.
Coach, what was your message to the team during that game too? It got away early, but you guys kind of stuck in it.
During the game, we're never out of it. It was definitely heart-wrenching to be down so much, so fast, so early. But we had language in the dugout, throughout the entire game of the belief that we could come and get right back into that game. I think the score was 15, and when somebody said, we can score 16, we scored 16 off of them before, and then Aaliyah said, no, we only need 8, and we're still in the game. I mean, the language is just, what are we going to do next? So that makes me proud at the end of the day. So it didn't turn out the way that we wanted to, but, that game one is a big one, for us to be able to come out and be able to play. But the experience gained, I think, is the most important thing. And I told them, it takes guts to play sports in general, to get on a stage, and there's a lot of highs and lows, but it doesn't completely define you as a person. It's an opportunity. And what they showed in game one was UCLA softball. So proud of them. And game two got away from us. That is a quality team, and I should have started. Oklahoma, quality team. Everyone else knows that. And we still believe we can beat them. And we did. But at the end of the day, to get them back-to-back on the same day is a pretty big challenge. But they're a solid team. They're well coached. They have great athletes. But at the end of the day, about my team, we don't quit. We don't quit, and I think that's what I'm so proud about them, and that's the DNA of UCLA softball. No matter how far you're down, you always have an opportunity. We just got to keep on punching. It wasn't our day on game 2 today, but I'm very proud of that we're standing here on day 2 with an opportunity.
Eric?
Coach, thanks for your time today. You've been around a lot of great hitters during your career. Where would you rank Jocelyn Allo in terms of just her impact and what she can do?
I mean, it's just impressive. I think the strength factor is one thing. There's different types of hitters, that have great hands, and they have some that are really strong. I think she has both. She has the ability. I got a straight view of her home run, and I'm like, oh, that's gonna please let it tail foul, and unfortunately, it didn't. So. But just a lot of respect for her. She's a quality hitter. She's a strong girl. She's got great hands. She's a tough out. And, she performs on the stage in a big way. So, and she got us today. That was a moment, too, that Holly got her. So it was pretty awesome that we had a little bit of both. But to answer your question, clearly, there's a reason why, she's the player of the year.
James?
Coach, your home runs won the game, on the scoreboard, but your pitching in the first game, held Oklahoma in check. They only scored 3 runs that game. You saw what they can do when they get going. Talk about that first game, your pitching in your first game, because that got you to the second game.
So everything you said is true. Pitching, definitely. Defense is what wins championships at the end of the day, and that's the name of the game because, especially on this stage, we've had great opportunities to do some damage like that, and that's fun when that happens, but it's not something that is normal at this time of the year. So defense, not just pitching, but your ability to field and your ability to throw, and those are the types of things. The 9-on-1 mentality is big, but as the girls said, pitching is why we're here. We had players that left the lineup and we had some adversity, no excuses. You've got to be able to defend to be able to move on, especially against quality offensive teams. So, yes, bottom line, I love the way that they tag team. They figured out a way to be able to stop a very offensive team. I think the timely hitting is something that you always hope for, and some people can step up on this stage and they leave their mark and have great memories, and it's not easy to do. So pitching is definitely what won game one that allowed us to come through with those timely hits.
Coach, I wanted to ask you, did you guys do a lot of scout on Jordy Ball coming in, not knowing what she was going to do, if she was going to throw or not, and just your thoughts on Jordy, and then also on Hope Troutwine, what she was able to do in game 2?
I'm going to be honest, no, I didn't study Jordy a lot. We at this time of the year, for PAC, we focus on PAC, and at this time of the year, we focus weekend to weekend on the opponent who's in the other dugout today. So we got to face her early, and I can tell you we didn't learn a lot about her because we didn't swing our stick a lot in that first weekend. We walked away, I was shocked. I learned about my team. I was like, whoa, we didn't compete in that first weekend, and we let her dominate the game. So no, I haven't. I clearly can see she's a fierce competitor because I know she's not 100%. She's got a great drop. She's got a great off speed. I mean, she's a competitor, I think, probably more than anything, but I couldn't speak really in detail because I didn't spend the time studying her. And Hope is the same. I think Hope throws hard and she has a great rise ball. Give us more at-bats, and I think we would have had a better opportunity to do some more damage against her. Respect to her, because clearly she's helped Oklahoma, but yeah, I believe we could have done some more against Hope. However, out of respect, clearly she's a quality pitcher. I just didn't get a chance to really see her to tell you more about her.
For more information, you can visit TulsaWorld.com.